Hey, what's going on? If you want to get a complete system that makes melting fat easy and is 100% automated, then I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of your page right now. YouTube doesn't let me make that link clickable, so you're actually gonna have to type it into your browser, or I also put the copy of the link in the description, so you can click on that or type it into your browser. All right. For now, enjoy the video, and after you're done with this video, make sure to go to that link to get a complete fat melting system.
Bad decision buffer.
Alright, so this concept named
Bad decision buffer.
is a really good way to minimize any bad decision you're ever going to do.
Lessen the damage.
Exactly. If you're going to make a bad decision, we're going to make it as least bad as possible, right? We're going to get as close, there's a spectrum, there's good decision, bad decision. We're going to get it as close to good as possible, right? So there's no such thing as a good or bad decision, it's a spectrum, right? And we want to get it as close to good than to bad. So what we're going to do is, in this bad decision buffer, we're going to have a really pre-made ritual for you to do whenever you're having thoughts of making a bad decision, whether it's skipping a workout or whether it's having a certain craving for a certain food, and you're thinking about going to a drive-through or going and getting a certain meal.
Yeah. So let's map out the scenario. Right now, the scenario is it's me and I or somebody else, doesn't matter. Or you, and you really want a brownie. You're craving or maybe you're craving a fast food brownie or some of those chains that have the brownies, and you really want the brownie, and you're craving, like you're almost broken down now. So the first step before, that's a decision you could make, is to eat that brownie. But the first decision you're gonna make before you do that, to rationalize and make sure that's a real decision you want to do, and to limit the damage of eating that brownie or eating something bad or doing something bad. The first decision we're gonna do is, Alex.
The thing we're gonna do is to reduce impact is drink 16 ounces of water. If you want to drink more, that's fine. But minimum of 16 ounces of water. You're gonna get a water bottle and you're just gonna chug the whole thing. You might have heard this before, but are you doing it? Make sure that if you're having a craving, you drink minimum of 16 ounces of water.
And we don't have one right now. We don't have one in the picture, but the 16 ounces of water is just one of the regular little bottles that you drink water out of. The average size about this big, and so if you keep those water, if you have those at your house, just either grab one out of the cabinet and just pound it down. If not, just the average big glass of water is good. But this is Alex has in the hand right here.
It's a normal thing. This 16 ounces right here, and then you literally just chug this
as quickly as possible. Chug it as quickly as possible, like Alex is doing. You're rehydrating yourself, making sure your body's functioning properly. I mean, your body is anywhere from 60 to 75% water, depending on what
Takes you back to your college days real fast.
Depending on what statistic you are. So you're drinking your water, and then after that, Alex, like he just did, we have a timer right here. He puts a timer on. And what are you doing with that, Alex?
So it's a little $5 timer. I got this at Walmart. It doesn't have to be a sophisticated timer. You can use your phone timer, whatever you want. I like having this one. I have like 3 of these all over my house. I use them for all kinds of things. Literally just set it for 5 minutes, and then
chill,
relax for 5 minutes after I drink the water. And then let's say this thing beeps. It's 5 minutes later. If I still want the craving, if I'm still thinking about going out and getting that fast food, what do we do next?
The next step, after you put the timer on, you totally forgot about your craving, you're just chilling, doing whatever, go on the computer, do whatever kind of task you have to do, either at work or at home. And then after the 5 minute comes, if you're not craving that brownie or whatever you were going to do bad, or the decision that you were going to do bad, you just go about your day. But if you're still on the chain, you're still craving it, the next step you're going to do is do a workout. And what we're going to tell you to do is you're going to do 10 squats. A little full body, get all the blood pumping through your body workout, 10 squats.
So once you do the workout, you're going to use your timer again. You're going to set it for 5 minutes, put it down, and distract yourself. Either go on a website you like, listen to something on your iPod, whatever. Just distract yourself and wait for that thing to beep. Once it beeps, you go on to the next step of the bad decision buffer, where we're going to minimize the impact of you going out and binging on something crazy. So what's next?
The next step is you're going to choose a 100-calorie snack or under. Good examples of this are a banana, apple, orange, things of that nature. Things that are going to fill you up. Like a banana, it's usually around 90 calories, depending on the size. They're extremely filling, and it's going to satisfy that urge to really if you're craving something to eat, put something in your mouth and chew on it. Sort of like smokers, they use the fake smoking mechanism, the steam or whatever, they smoke it. It satisfies that urge to have something in your hand and to be blowing smoke. So we're doing the same thing with that food, and on top of that, we're gonna force you to ingest something healthy or healthier than what you were gonna put into, to minimize that damage and to as a buffer.
Hey, what's going on? If you're enjoying the video so far, do me a huge favor and click on the like button below. You'll get your good deed for the day out of the way. It helps me out a lot. Also, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment. Something as simple as good video or I enjoyed the video. It really helps me out with YouTube. Alright, here's the rest of the video.
So if you notice here, in the previous sections, we took roadblocks out in order for you to do good activities, right? So we talked about streamlining your ritual to go out and work out, where you have your shoes and your socks and your gear next to your bed, next to your fully charged iPod or whatever you use to listen to music, and everything's there with your headphones ready to go. So you literally don't think, you just streamline out the door. So we want to take the roadblocks out of doing good decisions, and we're putting roadblocks in for making bad decisions. So they work synergistically together, and you completely minimize it. Remember, decisions are a spectrum, right? There's an ideal decision that's going to get you the six pack as fast as possible, and then there's decisions that are going to get you a little slower. Maybe it might seem like they're going to get you slower, but if you really do them and you set up this buffer, they'll allow for a sustainable, lifelong change. Not really going extreme one end or the other. You're not going to be going from one end of the spectrum to the next. You're really going to be in a sustainable path of making good decisions, better and better decisions every single day.
Exactly. And then after you do your 100-calorie snack or under, you're going to again put your timer on for 5 minutes. Again, ignore it, go about your daily activity. And at this time, obviously, you've decided that you really want this. If you still haven't gotten off your craving, and you're gonna bend a little bit. We're not breaking. This is not considered a break. We're gonna go on on our other concept, which we've learned, or you're gonna learn, which is our bend but not break concept. And we're gonna bend a little bit. Whatever you are craving, you can have a little bit of it. But again, we're not gonna break and gorge ourselves and go crazy. We're just gonna have a little bit of it to satisfy the needs we have, and we're gonna go about our day. It's as simple as that. And the beauty of this program and this little flow chart that we're going to give you down below in PDF is that you do this step, you wait. If you still want it, you do the next step. If you don't, boom, you go up, and you're totally fine. You don't need it anymore. And most of the time, I'd like to say 99% of the time, by the time I get to step 2, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do what I was going to do before just by drinking that glass of water. And then second step, I like to say again, a huge increase in staying true to being good and not doing a bad activity. By the end of the day, if you make it all the way to the end and you follow all the steps, you did great. And obviously that craving was high on your list. And you're just gonna bend a little bit, but we're never breaking. We're always bending, so we can stay on track. And as soon as we bend, we're right back to our groove.
Exactly. And this is something that might seem simple. Everything we're giving you might seem simple, but there's a lot going on beneath the surface here. In previous concepts, we talked about how one of the things that drains your willpower the most is not making decisions and being indecisive or trying to think of what decision to make. And they actually did a lot of experiments. One of my favorite ones I'll tell real quick is where they had a plate of chocolate chip cookies in front of some kids, and the kids were asked to. There were two groups of kids. One group of kids were allowed to eat the cookies and then take a test which measured IQ, and then the other kids were supposed to resist those cookies and then take the IQ test. The kids that had to resist those cookies, their willpower got drained by and then they actually measured that they would give up on questions a lot faster during the test, and they were just doing a lot of irrational decisions where their willpower was drained, and they were just less patient during the test, and they would give up a lot faster on questions that they did not know. Did another experiment where people were forced to watch a scary movie, and one group was meant to not show emotion, so they were not allowing their emotions to flow during the movie. They were supposed to resist and not get scared or not laugh. They were supposed to use willpower to restrict their emotions, and the other group obviously was allowed to do whatever came naturally. They did the same thing with the IQ test. The people that were forced to restrict their emotions and try to use their willpower to not laugh or not get scared or whatever, willpower is drained. They did a lot worse on the test. So what we're doing here is we're giving you decisions pre-made. Decisions that are done for you, decisions that are a buffer, so you don't have to think, should I go, should I not go? This is kind of the break. This is kind of the bend. Am I bending? Am I breaking? All that thinking in your head is really draining your willpower and causing you to eventually break.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you're resisting those cookies like crazy and you don't have any steps like we're giving you right now to go through methodically, you might win that battle right there, but you're gonna lose the war because you've stressed out so much that you win one battle, you win two battles, and then the third battle you break and you gorge and you go on for days and weeks, and now we broke, and that's huge. So this, like Alex said, this little thing is gonna give you huge results.
And not so you don't waste your willpower on making decisions. Decisions are done for you. Do this. If after the 15 minutes of and doing the water, doing the 10 squats, and doing the light snack, after that you still want it, you go and you eat whatever it is that you're craving, but you don't break. You're already gonna be full. You're already gonna have some oxygen. You're gonna have some hormones. Some pumping through your body from the squats, and you're not gonna make one of those decisions where you eat a whole box of something and you didn't even think. You wonder what happened. Very simple, but a lot going on beneath the surface, so don't take it lightly. Make sure you implement it, make sure you use it. Download the chart below and use it. Get a little timer if you want, a little action step. This is $5 at Walmart. It doesn't have to be a sophisticated timer. I personally love these little tailors. If you want to get these on Amazon, $5.
Peace.
Hey, real quick, one more thing before you go. I want to make sure you know that there is no correlation between how hard you work and how much fat you melt or how much muscle you build. All right, there's enough science, enough data out there that there's absolutely no correlation between hard work and results. All right, there's a difference between movement and achievement. All right, if you want to learn my best tips, what I call the 5% hacks that allow you to get maximum results, maximum fat loss, maximum lean muscle gain, I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of this page, or you can click on the link in the description. You're going to get a complete system for melting fat in an intelligent and streamlined system. I'll see you there.